So, good day everyone. Today we will present our work on laboratory exercise 2, which involves creating a web server using our ESP32 microcontroller. So, to complete our main objectives, we use the following materials. So, first is our breadboard, which served as the main foundation for our circuit. So, next is ESP32 trading kit. So this is the microcontroller that we will use. Next is the our LED. So it visually represents the output. Then the resistor. So the resistors were used in the series with the LED to limit the current and to prevent the damage from our LED and ESP32. So next is the piezo buzzer. So the piezo buzzer was used to generate audible feedback in our projects. The jumper wires to make connections between the ESP32, the breadboard, and the various components. Then lastly is the laptop with installed Arduino Core IDE. So this software environment allowed us to write, compile, and upload our code to the ESP32. So these materials provided us with all the necessary tools to build and test our ESP32 web server project.
In Laboratory Exercise 2, Program 2 focuses on creating a running light sequencer with a web server interface using an ESP32 microcontroller. To simulate and demonstrate the interfacing diagram, we utilize the Walkway simulator platform. Firstly, we set up a breadboard configuration to accommodate 8 LEDs. Specifically, we used 4 red LEDs and 4 green LEDs, each paired with a 220 ohm resistor to control current flow and protect the LEDs. These components were meticulously arranged on the breadboard. Next, we connected each LED to their designated GPIO pins on the ESP32 microcontroller using jumper wires. This setup ensured that each LED could be individually controlled by the ESP32, facilitating the dynamic sequencing required for the running light sequencer. This preliminary setup formed the foundation for integrating the ESP32 with a web server interface, allowing users to interact with and control the sequence of LEDs remotely via a web browser. The use of Walkway Simulator provided a virtual environment to simulate this hardware setup and test the functionality of the running light sequencer before physical implementation. Our program starts with essential library imports, Wi-Fi.h for network connectivity and Wi-Fi server to establish a web server on port 80. Global variables are declared to manage the activation states of each LED sequence, sequence 1 active, sequence 2 active, etc., and to handle incoming client requests via the Wi-Fi server instance, ESP server. The ESP32 connects to a predefined Wi-Fi network, SSID and password, ensuring seamless communication between the microcontroller and the client devices accessing the web server. With the Wi-Fi connection established, the program starts the web server, ESP-server.begin. Informational messages are printed to the serial monitor, providing the IP address through which users can access the web interface. The main loop continually checks for incoming client connections, ESP-server.available. Upon detecting a client, it reads and interprets HTTP requests to determine user commands. Commands such as /sequence1on, /sequence1off, etc., toggle the activation states of corresponding LED sequences, sequence 1 active, sequence 2 active, etc. When a sequence is activated, dedicated functions are invoked. These functions utilize digital write to control the GPIO pins connected to LEDs, creating distinctive running light patterns with specified delays. The handle client request function dynamically generates HTML responses based on user commands, updating the web page with interactive buttons. These buttons allow users to start or stop each LED sequence, providing real-time feedback and control over the visual display.
Lagyan natin sa sequence 3 ulit kasi parang hindi nakita yung kanina. Sequence 3 ulit. This next is sequence. Ito muna natin. I-store na natin lahat. Ano kaya mangyayari? Hello. Nawala ng internet. Store na natin lahat. Ito connection. Pwede natin tayo i-disconnect. Kailangan make sure natin yung wifi is nakakonect tayo sa group 5 sa group 5 so kaya titinarn na